My name is Julius, and today I want to share a story, a reflection, really about two questions that changed the way I understood faith, responsibility, and truth. The first question is something many people wonder about. What happens to non-Muslims who were never exposed to Islam, never given a chance to learn, never taught its real message? And the second question is something I heard often from friends. If Jesus performed great miracles, does that make him superior? Were his miracles greater than the ones performed by Prophet Muhammad? These two questions, when I explored them deeply, led me to a clearer understanding of how Islam explains fairness, guidance, miracles, and truth. 1. What happens to someone who never learned about Islam? In today's age, with science, technology, and global media, it's difficult to say that someone has never heard of Islam. But hearing about Islam is not the same as understanding it correctly. The world shows people a distorted version: Muslims labeled as violent, backward, oppressive, and harsh. People see Islam, but often the wrong Islam, the media Islam, not the real message. So what if someone lives their whole life exposed to the wrong version of Islam? What if they're raised on lies about Muslims? Or what if they live so far away, isolated from society, no access to books, teachers, or proper information? This question matters because God is fair. And the Qur'an says something powerful. Whenever you receive information, verify it. Search for the truth. Don't blindly believe what you hear. This means a person has a responsibility to investigate. But God also promises something else. There is a verse where God says he will show his signs to every human being in the horizons, in the world around them, and within their own souls, until the truth becomes clear to them before they die. This means no human being will leave the world without being given a chance to recognize the truth of God. Guidance is not limited to books or teachers. Guidance comes through nature, through conscience, through inner whispers, and through moments that awaken the heart. Even tribes discovered in remote places and touched by modern civilization believed in one God, believed that he has no partners, and they bowed down in prostration. No one had taught them Islam. But without outside influence, the human soul naturally turns to the Creator. This is why the Prophet said, "Every child is born with an innate nature inclined to believe in one God. Only after influence, parents, society, culture, do people drift away." So if someone never learned Islam properly, God will judge them with full justice and complete fairness. No soul is punished without receiving its chance, its signs, its door to guidance. 2. Are Jesus' miracles greater than Muhammad's? The second question is emotional for many people. Jesus healed the blind, raised the dead, and performed incredible miracles. So does that make him divine or superior to other prophets? The truth is, miracles are not the measure of divinity. Jesus himself warned people that false prophets, impostors, and deceivers would appear and perform miracles. He said miracles can be misleading, and miracles alone do not define who is a prophet or who is not. In Islam, every miracle, whether performed by Moses, Jesus, or Muhammad, came from God alone. The prophet is the instrument. The power is from God. Moses split the sea. Jesus healed the leper. Muhammad split the moon. Different miracles, same source. In fact, Islam teaches that no Muslim is a Muslim unless they believe in Jesus, honor him, and accept all the miracles he performed by God's permission. So the point of miracles isn't comparison, it's confirmation. They prove the message, not the messenger's divinity. What separates Muslims and Christians is not miracles. It is the belief that many Christians hold, that Jesus claimed to be God. But when I studied his own words, I found something different. Jesus said, "My Father is greater than me. I can do nothing of myself. I seek not my will but the will of God." Anyone who submits their will to God is a Muslim. Jesus never claimed divinity. He pointed upward, not to himself. He taught pure monotheism. And even more remarkably, Jesus foretold the coming of another messenger, the Spirit of Truth, someone who would guide humanity after him, speak not from himself, and glorify Jesus. This, in Islam, refers to the final prophet, Muhammad. If someone truly follows Jesus, they will naturally follow the one Jesus foretold. So what happens to non-Muslims who never learned Islam? They are judged with fairness and given signs until the truth reaches their hearts. And what about miracles? They are not the measure of godhood or superiority. They are signs from the same Creator, delivered through different messengers. This journey taught me something important. Truth is not found in comparison or confusion, is found in sincerity, in seeking, and in opening the heart to guidance. And when you search honestly, clarity always arrives.